Welcome back, gamers. My name is Senpai Kira, and you are watching R8 of our Fatal Frame 3.
Meal.
Okay, so this is R8, and we're back as Kei Makura, and this is the Vacant Dream. We're gonna be needing some sort of pinwheel and some double keys to open these doors, or this door at least. And in the old Fatal Frame 2, we have the light and the dark key, I think. Well, light and shadow key. Okay, so it looks like it's the same deal. We must find that key.
Meal. It's okay. I'll be back soon.
Okay, so let's look for those two keys. This chapter actually has a lot of missable ghosts. And if we're not careful, we're gonna miss them because they stack a lot of points. Starting with this dude right here.
Stay back.
I actually forgot to change the film to our smelly film. Okay, let's change that film. Because there's gonna be more like him in just a short while.
Let's stay together forever.
Okay, that's the second one. Okay, we got some Type 14 film. We're just gonna be collecting all of those films because we're gonna need it later on. So as of Kei Makura, we're always gonna be following that Crimson Butterfly because that's where the clue is. Or that's where our lead is gonna be. It's easy to miss all of these ghosts. So we make sure we get all of those points because we haven't actually stacked or upgrade our camera from the past playthrough with Kei. So let's try to upgrade our camera because later on we're gonna be getting the zero lens, which is actually very, very handy, but it takes a lot of spirit points to use it, so we're just gonna keep it for the meantime. So as of this playthrough, or this particular R, we're gonna be focusing on the range. And on our next upgrade, we're gonna be doing the max value to blast those ghosts away. So we are gonna kill this ghost. She's gonna give us some points. It's actually hard to stack up a decent combo with her. She's gonna be behind us, I think. Oh no. And looks like we got all of those fatal frames. It's just that we didn't kill her with a combo fatal frame, that is. But the combo is still good. So we are clear with this area. Now we need to find a certain ginger key first. It's definitely somewhere here, so let's look for that. Okay, looks like we got that picture. There's something here. At the edge of the hearth is a piece of paper that looks like it might have been torn out of a notebook. It looks like there's something written on it. Red Notebook Part 1. Masumi, it's Miyako. I came to find you. Let's go back together. If we're two, maybe we can leave. If you read this, shout for me. Because I'm close. Stay strong. Okay. Check out this room. Looks like another of that red notebook. How much time has passed since I came to this village? Dawn never breaks. I'm sick of the dark. I'm going crazy. I want to leave. I want to see Masumi. Kind of sounds like that woman from Fatal Frame 2 that is looking for that surveyor guy. Not really sure anymore. Something is reflecting light. Okay, so this is the ginger key that I just mentioned earlier. That's where our lead is. And I forgot to take a photo of Reika right there. I think she's a missable ghost that we can take a photo. But no worries. We just need to hurry and enter this room right here. Okay, ginger key, there you go. And we got some sort of musty film. We'll make sure we develop that later. There's more items here. Sacred water. And looks like this is the light key, and the shadow key is gonna be the other one. And looks like we got we actually got that photo of that running girl, which is very, very difficult. And you can tell there is a pinwheel that we need here as well. But this is not actually the door that we're gonna use the pinwheel that we're gonna get sometime later. Okay, so let's leave this room. So Reika is gonna be haunting this place, so it's best for us to get the hell out of here. If you haven't noticed, there is a picture here, or there is some sort of face on the wall, but it doesn't actually stack up any points. So bummer. So we're back in this bloody hall. And this is the exit to where Mio is. Now, this guy is the boss of Fatal Frame 2, I think. Some people call it the Rope Man, but I think his name is the, what do you call that guy? The boss on Fatal Frame 2. It's, okay, he got me. Ah, we have a nasty fall. So, he's actually invincible. In this room, he is. There's no way for us to damage him. We'll have to wait for some sort of butterfly, crimson butterfly, for us to escape. So we just need to buy time until it appears. I forgot this guy's name. There you go. There's our escape. It's already unlocked. Ah, there you go. Some called him, this guy, the Kasabi, but I think his name is the Rope Man. And there you go. Let's try to open this cell. There are no signs of lock having been opened either. Perhaps she's behind those bookshelves inside the cell. We'll find out. There's probably some stuff here that we can use. What looks like an old lithograph stone is lying on top of the old writing desk. And there's our pinwheel. I found a part of the camera obscura. You have acquired the upgrade lens 0. This is what I'm talking about earlier. So let's read through. Damage slow, that's the effect. Spirit points needed is 3. The damage increased by use. Use this to inflict more damage than a normal shot. Takes 3 spirit points. Use more spirit points than blast, but inflicts greater damage. Further, it has the same effect of slowing the ghost when it is repelled back. Okay, we'll make sure we max that out. Anything else back here? Okay, so we got a Crimson Sacrifice reading material. Let's read through. The forbidden ritual passed on in this region is called the Crimson Sacrifice Ritual, and is apparently a ceremony where the gates of hell are sealed by sacrificing twin shrine maidens. There are 2 parts to the ritual, a periodic visible ritual, and in the event of its failure, a hidden ritual. Should all rituals fail, the gates of hell will open, the dead will pour out, and the skies will go dark. This disaster is called the Repentance. I think in Fatal Frame 2 there is one particular chapter there that is called the Repentance. I think chapter 5. Alright, so let's follow that lead. Okay, so this is the similar door that we saw in the ginger room. Looks like we got 4 moves. Okay, we got it. Proceed.
Going to be together.
There's actually no points in taking a picture of Mio walking away, because I've tried that before.
I won't leave you. I'll go too.
So what we must do is just keep on following her.
Again. We're always going to be together. We promise.
Okay, there she goes.
We'll always be together.
And there's gonna be a missable ghost here. That is not the Kusabi, I think. Oh, a while ago, that guy with the ropes, like I said earlier, he's called the Kusabi. But in this but in this particular Fatal Frame series, he's called the Rope Man, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of the herbal medicine, because this guy is gonna hurt us definitely if we don't time the Fatal Frame correctly. Okay, let's do it.
Mio?
Door is firmly shut. There has to be some other way. Okay, the only Fatal Frame timing we can do, and when he is diving like this, that's our window. It's very, very tricky. I missed that Fatal Frame. Looks like that's it for him. He's actually very, very tough. And I think we got very lucky there. Okay. Let's get out of here. Now, on this hallway, he'll be chasing us. Actually, in the whole place, he is going to be chasing us. And the only way to get rid of him is to get away from him. It's just to get away from him. There's no point going back and try to kill him, because there's just no point. He's practically invincible at this point. Let's try to find that next butterfly lead. Here you go. He's actually chasing us, so we have to wake up. I need to find out more about the manner of sleep. There must be some lead somewhere. Mio. Okay. And here we are. We're back as Ray in the waking world. And it's morning already. So first thing we gotta do is develop that musty film before we even do anything. Or probably just answer that phone first. It's gonna be an important call, so make sure we answer that.
Is this the home of Mr. Aso?
Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is Kei Amakura. Is you in at the moment?
You're...
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was doing an investigation and I lost contact with him. About that investigation, I'd like you to continue investigating the manner of sleep. Why? Can't say. Just please.
Um, would it be alright if I paid my respects sometime soon?
Yes.
I'd like to say goodbye to him.
Okay, so looks like Kay has finally found out that Yu is dead. The manner of sleep. These tattoos. Could they be a curse from the tattooed woman in the manor? When the tattoos spread, when the woman catches me, will I disappear like Yoshino Takegawa did? And what of Mr. Amakura and Miku? Well, all of you are gonna end up the same way if you don't figure this thing out. That definitely doesn't look like Miku. Okay. Looks like all of these ghosts are coming back, haunting this place. Let's get these films developed. An old roll of film from the camera obscura. Is there anything on it? I wonder. A fallen man from inside a closet of the main hall. Had he gone missing too? I wonder. Maybe now I have this photo, I can find something about him. Okay. Here's the second photo. Two girls have appeared, dressed in white. The sashes around their waist are joined by a red cord. Maybe I can learn something from this photo. Okay. Now let's go back to Mika's room. Dump all these chores. And go back to our nightmare, as usual. Don't think there's gonna be any more haunting, aside from that video clip earlier. Now, there's one thing I want to check, and that's gonna be Yu's room. I think there's gonna be two files that are gonna be there that we need to check. In Yu's document file, there is a newspaper in which a man who resembles the one in the photograph appears. While conducting a geological survey for the planned Minakami Dam site, Masumi Mikamura, 26, entered the Minakami Mountains and then disappeared. Mikamura's fiancée Miyako Sudo, 25, went looking for him and disappeared similarly. As of yesterday, the search for them was called off, and construction of the Minakami Dam resumed. The Minakami mountain area has historically had many cases of missing persons, as myths of spirited aways are popular in the area. This incident is also rumored to be one such spirit away. The police continue to call for provision of any information related to the disappearance of the two. After consultation with the relatives on both sides, they announced that they would be terminating the search. Too bad. Okay, let's check this area. Okay, looks like there's no more. Just that clip earlier. Okay. I think there's gonna be one more. in a short while.
Ray, for some reason, I can't sleep either.
Hmm. Good thing you can't sleep, because I'm gonna be giving you more chores.
Ray? Here.
Here you go, Ray. That picture of the woman resembles the one in this story, so I gathered some data on it. The crawling woman, associated with the disappearances and spirited ways. There is an urban legend called the woman who crawls on all fours. In closed dark spaces like under the floor or in the ceiling or closet lurks a woman that crawls out every night, cursing bitterly. That's the gist of it. Many urban legends of this type are based in fiction, novels, etc., and real incidents. As the story spreads, images people fear are added, and it become all the more legendized. For example, the story of the woman who crawls on all fours is said to be based on the following disaster that actually occurred years ago. 1 month after the disaster, a woman's corpse was found in a ditch several miles from the disaster site. Evidence showed that she was alive up to a few hours before she was found. It is thought to be an exaggeration since the story became legendized, but several people who live where the woman was found and along the route to the disaster site say they heard a knocking sound in the night. There is also another version of this story that has been passed on. The part about a woman lurking in the floor or ceiling, seeking help every night, is the same. But in this one, the ending is that if you peer into the ceiling or the floor, she will attack you. Alright, that's really creepy stuff. Thought this might have some connection to the photo of the Shrine Carpenter, MIW. Okay. Shrine Carpenters. A shrine carpenter is a carpenter who specializes in building temples and shrines. They were formerly called temple and shrine carpenters. But when Shinto and Buddhism were separated in the Meiji period, 1860s, and the anti-Buddhist movement began, temple was removed from the name, and they became shrine carpenters. Amongst themselves said, building mere a house degrades one, and when they did not have a building contract, they would work in farming or the like, and with only limited site experience, refine their technique and skill. There were carpenters who only served one shrine, and special techniques, methods, and ways of mystic construction were passed on to that master builder. This photograph of the framework with the carpenter lined up and the master builders at the center. As in the picture, they wore white clothing and a court hat for the framework raising ceremony, but in old times, they would wear white clothes during work, as well as it was said that a carpenter must worship the gods and Buddha. While this dress expresses piety, it may have also been a way for shrine carpenters to assert their pride and skill before others. Okay, we stacked up all of those collected files to our archive. Here you go, Ray. Thought this might have some connection to that photo of those tattoos. Tattoo folklore. Let's do it. This combination of snake and holly in this tattoo is primarily found in northeastern Japan. This design is chronicled in the old northeastern Japanese folktale, Tattoo Maiden. Tattoo Maiden. A girl loses her lover, and before he fades from her memory completely, she takes the pain of her remaining love and imbues it in a holly tattoo. Yet the girl falls in love once more. Again, she loses her lover. She engraves a tattoo of her love into her body again. This time, she engraves a divine snake so her lover's spirit will arrive safely at the place of the gods. As the girl repeats love and loss, her skin grows filled with tattoo. She cannot tolerate the pain of her tattoos, and it takes its toll on her sanity. Meanwhile, her heart is eaten by the snake engraved in her soul. This legend is widely known on the plains, but depending on the region, slight differences appear. In the mountains, the following changes can be found in the story. This is called the Tattoo Master. The Tattoo Master. The girl who lost her lover goes to the mountain master to relieve her pain. On hearing of the girl's pains, the master engraves the snake and holly on her own body and assumes the pain. The villagers, hearing of this, visits the master one after another to relieve their pains as well. Eventually, the master's entire body is covered with tattoos. She who took on so many pains gets trapped in sleep from the pain of the engraved tattoos and cannot wake. Finally, she is eaten by the tattooed snake. The story has one more version, this with an even more tragic ending. It is likely a story designed to teach a lesson. The Tattoo Master 2. The master covered in tattoo goes as far as to tattoo Holly in her eyes. Then her tattooed eyes turn to mirror and the pains engraved on the master are repelled back to the people who engraved them. In the end, every last person is eaten by the snake. The part about turning to mirror may come from how snakes' eyes were traditionally taught to resemble mirrors. Given the change in story, it appears that when the Tattoo Master legend of the mountain spread to the plains, it became more fable-like. The story with its priestess-like element of the master was corrupted into a city girl's foolish love story. As far as the meaning of the snake and holly tattoo in this folktale, the holly tree represents the pain of love for the dead and pains of the heart. The snake is employed here in the divine sense, and its import seems to be tied into love and fatos for the dead that devours those, including the girl and the master. Thanks. I'll hold on to it. Got one more file. Looks like this picture.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay? It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately.
Okay, so
Are you alright?
can I give you more stuff here?
Is there something?
Alright. So this is the stuff I want you to do a research of.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.
One more stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second. It's raining again.
Okay, looks like that's it. Let's head back to our room. I think there's one more file back in Yu's room that we haven't checked. Let's try to make sure and reread that. Okay, so there's some sort of old newspaper clipping. Shrine carpenters spirited away. There have been incidents of shrine carpenters disappearing across the region. This month alone, 10 shrine carpenters have gone missing, and it is rumored that they may be so-called spirited ways. All 10 shrine carpenters were young and well respected, and it is said several had been summoned to rebuild a secret shrine somewhere. Okay. Looks like that's it. Let's head back to our room. Check out more of those accumulated reading material we had from the Manor of Sleep. Because this is gonna actually tells us what's going on here. Okay, so it seems that there's gonna be a lot of this haunting, and last time I actually didn't catch that photo of the arm, but this time I did. Okay. Let's do some reading first, starting with the incident. The tattoo bruise. Every time I dream of the house, the bruise, the tattoo, it gets bigger. I found a picture of a similar photo in the book of folklore. A snake and holly pattern. According to an old folktale, the tattoo represents the pain, holly, and longing of a girl whose lover has died. Like my longing for you. Similar. Okay. We got one file missing in Minakami. A man who disappeared in a photo is Masumi Mikamura, who went missing 3 months ago near the Minakami Dam site. His fiancée went to look for him and never came back. Many people have gone missing like this in the Minakami area, and there are rumors that they have been spirited away. Looks like this guy is similar to the Fatal Frame 2 article. Okay, next. Carpenters. The men in ragged white robes and tall court hats. In an old newspaper I found in Yu's room was an article about shrine carpenters who had gone missing about the same number as in the photo. It's definitely them. Woman on all fours. We got update. An even older house lies inside the dream manor. Down in the darkness beneath the floor, a woman on all fours attacked me. According to Miku, there is an urban legend about someone similar. It's apparently based on a true story of a woman trapped by disaster. Was she someone who had gone missing too? Like Yoshino Takegawa? Sounds like this article I have read from the previous chapter, for some reason. Okay, we got one more. Kei Amakura. Yu's friend, who is researching the manor, is asleep. He promised to come visit when I told him Yu was dead. Maybe by working together with him, I can find a way to escape from the manor. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, let's do a hard save. Up next is going to be R9, and that's where we're going to be fighting the Stroller Granny. A very, very difficult ghost. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on R9. Peace out.